I cried a river o'er.
For the PressCorps, I'm Connor D Eskin, currently reporting live from the PressCorps World Headquarters. We interrupt this broadcast to bring you the latest news from the Siva Valley conflict. Here in the 119th World Conquest of the Foxhole War, it is day 148. The Wardens and Colonials continue to counter each other in the west, where front lines begin to stagnate across the River Mersey. Along central Raqqa, Colonials begin their push into Callahan's Passage from Deadlands, but have begun to lose ground in Marben Hollow due to a Warden offensive in the east. The offensive has made a large push downward through Endless Shore, leading to the Wardens gaining footholds in both Reaver's Pass and the Clastra. Mechanized assaults have grown in intensity, with gunboats and 30mm weapons, including ISGs and scout tanks, being spotted across the front lines. This broadcast is brought to you by Acme Gold-Tipped Munitions, and this is your reminder that the PressCorps is focused on the Able Shard. Combined casualties for this war have reached just under 1.9 million in under 5 months, or 6 real-world days, making this period one of the most intense for a world conflict start. The Masayan government states 953,000 colonials have lost their lives, while the Nevish Alliance reports 941,000 lost wardens. The deadliest region so far is Farinac Coast, with a combined casualty count of 237,000 combined dead, split evenly with around 118,000 losses for both sides. In the western regions of Raqqa, Fisherman's Row and Stemma Landing appear to have come to a halt, with pushes across the oceanic border becoming rare, and the front line being non-existent. Farinac Coast is hard fought, with the hill immediately north of Jade Cove being a bloody meat grinder. Casualties mounting fast, the bridges to the east of Jade Cove are holding steady with regular but uneventful pushes not culminating in any real ground moving. The fall of the Manacle in King's Cage threatens to redefine the fighting in Jade Cove by assaulting from the east. The danger of a push over the western border into Farinac Coast, leaving Jade Cove encircled, is ever present. King's Cage itself remains relatively stable, with little happening over the bridges to the south of the King's Cage region. Central fighting across the central regions of Raqqa has been reported in Lynn of Mercy and Lochmoor. In Lochmoor, Wardens lost the northern Lochmoor region, Tomb of the First. In the Lynn of Mercy, Colonials are holding their own in the Fort Duncan after losing Outwitch Ranch. In Callahan's Passage, the Colonials' push north has stalled at the Latch, with defensive lines being drawn as far north as the Procession. Breaking news out of Marben Hollow, Wardens have just pushed and taken the Osterwall, Sanctum, and Checkpoint Bua relic bases, making Maiden's Vale the front line as Colonials take to the streets to defend their city. In the eastern regions of Raqqa, a massive Warden offensive pushing the Colonial lines into Reaver's Pass so far down that the Colonials have been pushed back to Fort Rictus, the relic base, and still hold to Scuttletown. According to sources, the 6th and ISL regiments have sent a reported 10 armored vehicles to Reaver's Pass and surrounding areas. Reported firefights have been called in between facility workers and Morgan's Crossing, and Warden forces in Tempest Island have pushed Colonial forces in a surprise offensive back into Liar's Haven before pushing them off the main island entirely. Colonials still hold Planafata in the region. Warden forces have pushed from Endless Shore into Allad's Bight, taking the Stone Plank relic base just moments ago. And now for the weather. The PressCorps Weather Service has issued the following weather alerts. A severe storm watch for the following regions: Reaching Trail, Viper Pit, Marben Hollow, Clastra, Stilican Shelf, and Acrithia. Intel coverage from structures like watchtowers may be reduced. Be on the lookout for puddles which will accumulate mud on your person and reduce your carrying capacity. Puddles can be removed through the use of buckets or shovels, and mud stuck to clothing can be removed through swimming or avoiding puddles when moving. Make preparations in the event conditions worsen. A winter weather watch warning has also been issued for the following regions: Farinac Coast, Westgate, Sableport, Origin, and Callahan's Passage. Infantry should take cautions when away from shelter or heat for extended periods of time. Rivers and shores may freeze. There may be a reduction in vision, even during daytime. Make preparations in the event that conditions worsen. Our weather forecasts wouldn't be possible without the help of our volunteer Storm Chaser Corps. If you'd like to know more about the Storm Chaser Corps, visit PressCorpsGaming.com/weather. And now for a little bit around the Foxhole community. The PressCorps has opened up applications for regimental advertisements. Do you want to spread awareness of who you are? Join the PressCorps Discord and make a submission, and we'll handle the rest. For the Gentleman GI, Acme is proud to offer an assortment of gold-tipped ballistics. Yes, even the most grizzled enemy soldier will grunt in respect when the medic pries a yellow glittering bullet from his arm. Ignore the hullabaloo you might hear about melting rounds. Our golden blobs are safe and effective. To look your very best on and off the battlefield, make the right call, and call Acme today. From the PressCorps, we'd like to extend a warm welcome to the freshly enlisted in our ranks who may have joined us for War 119 and the infantry update. We hope to see you on the front line. Finally, this is your reminder to stay hydrated. A hydrated soldier is an alert soldier, and an alert soldier makes all the difference in the war. Stay tuned for music, weather reports, and more. Our next report will be soon. For the PressCorps, I'm Connor D Eskin. Stay tuned.
The PressCorps is an all-volunteer creative collective of reporters, broadcasters, artists, and more from the MMO video game Foxhole, developed by Siege Camp. Our mission is to engross our audience in and amplify the stories of this unique war ecosystem. The PressCorps was founded in 2018 by former Planetside 2 Radio Free Auraxis host, CaptainInArms. It is a separate community entity and is not officially representative of Siege Camp. For more information, visit our website at PressCorpsGaming.com. That's PressCorps Gaming.com.